Most people with type 2 diabetes or prediabetes are walking around with silent nerve damage without even realizing it. And the longer it goes undetected, the more permanent it becomes. This is called diabetic neuropathy, and it is one of the most dangerous complications of diabetes mellitus. The scary part is that nerve damage can begin years before you notice obvious symptoms, which means that by the time you feel something is wrong, it may already be advanced. In this video, I will reveal 8 early warning signs of diabetic neuropathy that you must notice before it is too late. Each one is backed by science, and if you recognize them in time, there are ways to slow, stop, and in some cases reverse the damage. I will also explain the hidden connection between high blood sugar levels, insulin resistance, and nerve health, so you can understand why these signs appear and what you can do starting today to protect yourself. Diabetic neuropathy happens when high blood sugar damages the small blood vessels that supply your nerves with oxygen and nutrients. Over time, this damage reduces blood flow, causing nerves to misfire or stop working altogether. It is not only about high fasting blood sugar. Even if your blood sugar chart shows numbers close to the normal range, daily spikes after meals or chronic insulin resistance can still harm your nerves. This is why early detection is critical. In fact, many people with prediabetes already show symptoms of nerve damage. They might notice tingling in their feet or hands, a mild burning sensation, or even strange changes in temperature sensitivity. These symptoms often come and go, which makes them easy to ignore, but ignoring them is the biggest mistake you can make. So here is what we will do. I will guide you through the 8 early signs, starting with the ones that are easiest to miss, and ending with the one that most people discover far too late. Pay close attention, because even a small symptom can be the first signal that your nerves are under attack. Early sign number 1 is tingling or numbness in the feet and toes. This is the most common symptom of peripheral neuropathy, which is the type of nerve damage that affects the extremities first. It usually starts in the longest nerves of the body, which means your feet are affected before your hands. This tingling can feel like pins and needles, or a light buzzing under the skin. Sometimes it happens at night when you are in bed. Other times you might feel it while walking. The reason it happens is because damaged nerves cannot send signals properly, so your brain receives strange sensations instead of normal touch. If you notice this even once a week, it is time to pay attention to your blood sugar levels and get a full nerve checkup. Early sign number 2 is burning pain or extreme sensitivity to touch in the feet or lower legs. Some people describe it as walking on hot sand. Others say even the weight of a bed sheet feels painful. This happens because damaged nerves can become overactive, sending pain signals to the brain even when there is no real injury. If you have type 2 diabetes, prediabetes, or high blood sugar, and you experience this kind of pain, it means the damage is progressing. The earlier you start controlling your blood sugar and improving your circulation, the better your chances of stopping further damage. Before we move to the next signs, I want you to understand one important fact. You do not have to have very high blood sugar for nerve damage to occur. Even mild elevations, especially after meals, can slowly break down the protective coating around your nerves. This is why controlling both fasting and post-meal glucose is critical. You should aim for a stable blood sugar normal range, and not just focus on avoiding extreme highs. Coming up next, we will talk about a symptom that many people confuse with poor circulation or aging, but in reality, it can be one of the clearest early signs of diabetic neuropathy. Stay with me, because recognizing it could save you years of pain and disability. Early sign number 3 is muscle weakness in the feet or ankles. Many people think they are just losing strength because of age or lack of exercise. But in diabetic neuropathy, this weakness comes from the nerves not sending proper signals to the muscles. You might notice you are tripping more often, having trouble climbing stairs, or feeling unstable when standing on one leg. In some cases, the muscles in the feet can start to change shape, making certain shoes uncomfortable. This is not just a mobility issue. It is a red flag that the nerve damage is already affecting your ability to move. If you catch it early and combine proper blood sugar control with targeted exercises, you can slow or even reverse the progression. Early sign number 4 is a loss of balance, especially in low light or when your eyes are closed. Your nerves provide constant feedback to your brain about where your body is in space. When these nerves are damaged, you lose part of that feedback, and your brain has to work harder to keep you upright. This can make you sway more when standing still, or stumble when walking on uneven ground. Many people first notice this when they try to walk to the bathroom at night and feel unusually unsteady. If you experience this, and you have type 2 diabetes, prediabetes, or insulin resistance, it is a warning that your sensory nerves are being affected. Practicing balance exercises, wearing proper footwear, and improving blood circulation can make a huge difference. Early sign number 5 is changes in skin temperature or sweating patterns in your feet and legs. This happens because nerve damage can affect the autonomic nervous system, which controls things you do not consciously think about, like sweating and temperature regulation. You might notice your feet are always cold, even in warm weather, or they feel unusually hot at night. Some people stop sweating in certain areas, which can cause dry and cracked skin, while others experience excessive sweating. These changes may seem minor, but they are an early sign that your autonomic nerves are being damaged by high blood sugar levels. Keeping your blood sugar within the normal range, staying hydrated, and using gentle skincare can help protect your feet. Before we move on, it is important to understand that these symptoms can also be made worse by other factors like poor circulation, high blood pressure, or vitamin deficiencies, especially vitamin B12. That is why it is essential to have a comprehensive checkup if you start noticing any of these signs. In the next part, we will discuss 2 more symptoms that often appear before diabetic neuropathy is even diagnosed, and both are easy to dismiss as unrelated to blood sugar. One of them happens in your digestive system, and the other affects the way you feel temperature changes in your environment. These can reveal nerve damage even when your feet feel normal. So stay with me, because you might be surprised by how early they can appear. Early sign number 6 is digestive problems that seem to come and go without a clear cause. This happens because diabetic neuropathy can affect the nerves that control your stomach and intestines, a condition called gastroparesis. When these nerves are damaged, food moves more slowly through your digestive system, which can cause bloating, nausea, heartburn, constipation, or even alternating constipation and diarrhea. Some people notice they feel full very quickly after starting a meal, while others find their blood sugar spikes hours later because the food was delayed in leaving the stomach. If you have type 2 diabetes, prediabetes, or insulin resistance, and you notice these patterns, it could be an early sign that nerve damage has reached your digestive system. Adjusting meal size, avoiding very high fiber meals at once, and keeping blood sugar levels steady can help reduce the symptoms. Early sign number 7 is reduced ability to feel temperature changes, especially in the feet and lower legs. You might touch hot water and not realize it is too hot, or walk barefoot on a cold surface without noticing the chill. This can be dangerous because it increases the risk of burns, frostbite, or injuries without you realizing it. The problem is not in your skin itself, but in the sensory nerves that carry temperature information to your brain. If they are damaged by high blood sugar, your brain receives a weaker signal or none at all. Checking bath water with your elbow instead of your feet, wearing socks or shoes even indoors, and avoiding walking barefoot can help prevent injury. But most importantly, you need to address the underlying cause, which is prolonged elevated blood sugar and poor circulation. At this stage, if you have recognized one or more of these signs, it is crucial to act quickly. Nerve damage from diabetic neuropathy can be slowed and in some cases improved when caught early, but once it becomes severe, the changes are often permanent. Maintaining a healthy type 2 diabetes diet, doing regular low-impact exercise, keeping fasting blood sugar within the normal range, and addressing insulin resistance are the most important steps you can take. In the next part, we will reveal the 8th and final sign, This is the one most people discover far too late, and it can lead to serious complications if ignored. I will also share the most effective strategies to lower blood sugar naturally, improve circulation, and protect your nerves for the long term. Early sign number 8 is slow healing of cuts, blisters, or sores on your feet. This is one of the most dangerous signs of diabetic neuropathy because it often means multiple problems are happening at the same time. First, nerve damage reduces sensation, so you may injure your foot without realizing it. Second, high blood sugar levels damage blood vessels, which reduces circulation and slows the delivery of oxygen and nutrients to the area. Third, a weakened immune response makes infections more likely and harder to fight. If you notice that a small blister or cut on your foot is taking weeks to heal, or if redness and swelling are getting worse instead of better, you must take action immediately. Uncontrolled type 2 diabetes and diabetic neuropathy can lead to ulcers, severe infections, and even amputations if not treated quickly. Inspect your feet daily, use moisturizers to prevent cracks, wear properly fitted shoes, and seek medical attention for any wound that is not improving. Most importantly, focus on lowering blood sugar levels and improving circulation to stop the damage from progressing. Now that you know the 8 early signs, let us talk about the steps you can take to protect your nerves starting today. First, control your blood sugar levels consistently, not just your fasting readings. Use a blood sugar chart to track both fasting blood sugar and post-meal spikes. The goal is to stay in the healthy blood sugar normal range as much as possible. Second, follow a type 2 diabetes diet rich in vegetables, lean proteins, healthy fats, and low glycemic index carbohydrates. Avoid foods that cause sharp spikes in blood sugar, and consider timing your meals to reduce glucose variability. Third, improve circulation with regular physical activity. Even light exercise such as walking, swimming, or cycling can boost blood flow to your nerves and help repair damage. Combine this with stretching and balance exercises to maintain mobility. Fourth, address insulin resistance directly by reducing excess body fat, managing stress, and getting enough sleep. High cortisol levels from stress can raise blood sugar and accelerate nerve damage. Fifth, work with your healthcare provider to check for vitamin deficiencies, especially vitamin B12, which is essential for nerve health. If you are taking metformin for type 2 diabetes, you may be at higher risk of low B12 levels. Diabetic neuropathy is not something that develops overnight, and it is not something you should ignore until it becomes unbearable. The damage often starts silently, but if you recognize the signs early and act decisively, you can slow or even reverse its progression. Remember, the earlier you take control of your blood sugar levels and protect your nerves, the better your quality of life will be in the years ahead. Thousands of people are already lowering their blood sugar naturally every day and preventing complications, and you can be one of them. The solution is in the link in the description. If you found this video valuable, like it, leave a comment, and subscribe for more science-based strategies to reverse type 2 diabetes, reduce insulin resistance, and protect your health. And for more videos on lowering blood sugar levels, do not forget to watch the playlist linked in the description. Your health is in your hands, and every step you take now can protect you from years of pain and disability. Take control today, and give your nerves the protection they deserve.